just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover.
They love their football in this part of the country, and this crowd is ready to go as their guys will match up
with the Los Angeles Chargers. Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And we are underway from FedEx Field. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Run there on first down gets 3 up to the 28.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now it's Herbert. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 36 yards on the play.
All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Going on the ground with Eckler. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Intended receiver there was Donald Parham,
but it'll be 2nd and goal. A give, Eckler running to the right. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
Now Herbert, 3rd and goal. And it's caught. Touchdown. Jalen Guyton from 4 yards out. And the Chargers are on the board here first in the season opener. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you got game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
Fitzpatrick now to throw on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Fitzpatrick.
A throw to the flat here from McKissick.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Here's Rashad Penny, first carry for the former San Diego State Aztec. And he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll run with Penny, and they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it, and that will force a turnover on downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert.
He'll get this out wide to Eckler.
And now a fumble. The ball's out.
And it's Washington that scoops it up.
And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Fitzpatrick now after the fumble recovery. And this one is incomplete.
Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, but it'll be 2nd down.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Fitzpatrick. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's brought down. 17 yards that time, and a Washington first. Fitzpatrick on 1st down. Got a man open. It's Ricky Seals-Jones. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
7 yards, the pickup there.
On 2nd down, here's Penny. And he'll be taken down at the 34.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Play fake. It's Fitzpatrick. Out to the right to Humphries. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Play action now, Fitzpatrick. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Uchenna Nwosu got the sack there.
And the Chargers, they didn't blitz a whole lot last year. They only did it about 16% of the time, and that was the fewest of any team in the league. Contrast that with the Ravens, 44% of the time they send extra people at the quarterback. Looks like the Chargers are going to up their percentage in 2021. That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a third and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out third and long.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. Fitzpatrick will sneak it, and he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
Off the play fake here, Fitzpatrick. They'll roll him out right. And this is going to be caught. No, they say it's incomplete. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Fitzpatrick. Thomas has got it. Complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Already a pair of 3rd down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this 3rd down try. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Jerry Tillery in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Hopkins' kick is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Herbert now. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. Going deep here for Allen. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A handoff, it's Eckler. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up third.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right.
His throw complete right side to Bates, the tight end.
All that for a 2-yard gain, 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is now 17-3. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, Fitzpatrick.
Again, he'll find Samuel for the completion.
And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
7 yards to pick up there.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Very good as a rookie. Terry McLaurin was even better in 2020. 87 catches for over 1,100 yards. He is definitely wide receiver 1 for the Washington football team.
Penny, a first down carry. He was brought down by Michael Davis. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Fitzpatrick throwing complete. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so, because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
That's going to be incomplete.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Second and 20. They go play action. Fitzpatrick. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. De'Ami Brown, 34 yards. And Washington able to make this a close game again. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. We'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
Looking to throw again on second down. Herbert into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Hopkins with the extra point, and we are tied here in the second quarter. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Charger drive about to get going as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining. The first play of the drive there is incomplete. So, CD, big changes for 2021. Of course, last year we had the expansion from 6 to 7 teams in each conference making the playoffs. This year, the headline, the addition of a 17th regular season game. What did you think when you heard the news that this was happening?
Well, my first thought, partner, was finally.
Herbert has it knocked free. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Fitzpatrick now. Looking again for Thomas, this time complete. Touchdown, Washington. Logan Thomas as the first half is winding down. And Washington has taken the lead.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Extra point good by Hopkins, and they will take a 7-point lead. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. He'll buy some time right. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And he will be brought down. His time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
It's a new season, so both of these coaching staffs likely making plenty of adjustments after that first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in week one, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought...
He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Washington. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. On the give, this is Eckler. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Now it's Herbert, able to shake him off. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Going deep here for Allen. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They snap it to Herbert. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked off right around the 43. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And he wisely will throw that one away. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Fitzpatrick on 3rd and 2. Slings this deep from McLaurin. There's McLaurin. What a catch. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
call that a gain of 38. A big march forward on the third down conversion. The handoff, running left is Penny. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Rashad Penny taking it in from 11 yards out.
And Washington going to add on to their lead.
The touchdown was scored by the runner, but the offensive line, they feel like it's theirs. They blocked that one up perfectly, allowed him easy access to the end zone.
Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Taken in at the 3. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Eckler, they run left side. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
51 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, Herbert. He finds his target, Allen. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
And a big part of Justin Herbert's success as a rookie was having a guy like Keenan Allen to throw to. Allen's averaged over 100 catches a year the last 4 years. No matter who's throwing it, they can count on him.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. Touchdown, L.A.
Jalen Guyton.
Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit.
Well, if you've got him in your fantasy league, you like his production, his 2nd touchdown of the game. But right now, his team is trailing. Fortunately, he's playing pretty well and trying to keep him in it.
Now, they might need a little more from him here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to call his number. Right now, he needs his defense to step up and give him a chance.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot, up 2 scores here in the 3rd quarter.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on 1st down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
From the 29, Fitzpatrick.
A throw to the flat here from McKissick.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. The catch and run there, good for 16 in the 1st.
And this might be a little bit of a surprise for everyone, as it was for me to learn that J.D. McKissick wound up with 80 catches last year out of the backfield, quietly the 2nd most among all NFL running backs. And that was with Antonio Gibson as a rookie running the ball so effectively. But maybe we shouldn't be so surprised. McKissick, a wide receiver in college.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. On play action, Fitzpatrick. Rolling to his right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. On third down, Fitzpatrick. And he finds McLaurin. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Fitzpatrick to McLaurin there, first down Washington. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Play fake, it's Fitzpatrick. That's Samuel, caught left side. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. And they'll get this down to the 10. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Curtis Samuel exhibited a lot of versatility for 4 years in Carolina. Now his first year with Washington. Expect this football team to try and put the ball in his hands a variety of ways.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Now it's Penny running right. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run it again with Penny. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Washington on third down.
They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This time it's 3rd and 3. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The ball's still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run, so now a little soul-searching on 4th down. And Hopkins' kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
He takes this from the 30 to the 34. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Herbert.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, You can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on the job.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel, 50 yards. And the interception by the Washington defense leads to a touchdown. So this looking more and more like it is going to be a successful kickoff to their campaign as they add on here.
And partner, you know NFL coaches, they're on the sideline thinking about all the little things that need correcting. But for the most part, they've got to be ecstatic with the way this season has started out.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. That'll bring up 2nd down. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Rashawn Slater, 1st-round pick in 2021, guilty there. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. They'll try the right side with Eckler. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 61 yards rushing for him now to this point.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. Here's Herbert. Had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
4th down for Herbert. Desperation time. Looking left side, and it's complete. Touchdown, Chargers. Jalen Guyton with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Chargers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Washington takes over 1st and 10.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got the big lead here in the 4th quarter, and now can really take some time off the clock. And he did not want to go down there as he carries tacklers for a solid gain of 9. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Again, it's Penny.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They'll try and run some clock here with Penny. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 yards the pickup. First down, Washington.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here's a give to Penny. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And not much running room. Down to the 32. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Fitzpatrick here to throw. Thomas brings it in. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. Play action now. Fitzpatrick. Spots Samuel out near the sideline. He makes the catch. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. They go back to the ground now with Penny. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Rashad Penny. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. Extra point good by Hopkins. And they open the lead up now to 25. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people.
And now here's another interception. Picked off by Jamal Adams.
This is too easy right here.
And he will bring this one back. It is a pick-6 for a Washington touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick-6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Hopkins with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
He's got Eckler. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout, as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Herbert operating from the red zone. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Austin Eckler, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And my goodness, another interception. William Jackson with a pick. And he's going to go down. His time has now run out on this game. But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Washington, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they'll have another home date next week as the New York Giants come to town. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys.